Hello everyone, this is Dr. Savita MB. In the series of discussion of VTU chemistry syllabus, I am now discussing on the video that is electrolyte concentration cells and the questions related to concentration cells and the solution for that. Okay, so now uh, we have been discussing on galvanic cell. Galvanic cell, as you remember, it is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy, and the vice versa, that is electrical energy to chemical energy, is called a electrolytic cell. So in a galvanic cell, there is an anode, there is a cathode, there is an electrolyte, and they are connected through connections. Now we have now discussed on two electrodes. One is anode and the cathode, and the two electrodes are different electrodes, different metals. Okay, so out of the two metals chosen, the metal which has higher standard reduction potential will be the cathode, and the other one will be the anode, and both are dipped in the solution of its own ions, and they are connected externally, and they are also connected through the salt bridge. Okay, so this is what the cells that we have discussed in our previous classes. Okay, so today we are discussing, I am now discussing on another type of cell wherein you have two electrolyte, I mean what half cells, and you have a metal. Okay, so now there is anode and there is a cathode. Both the metal chosen as anode and cathode are same. Okay, same metal rod is taken as anode and the cathode. Then, as you know, metal is dipped in its own ions. That means the electrolyte also will be the same metal as anode and the cathode. Electrolyte is also the same. The only thing is there should be some difference. Only then there will be a potential that is developed, right? So therefore the difference is in the concentration of the electrolyte, right? So the concentration of the electrolyte in one of the half cell will be different. I mean, one of the half cell will be higher than the other. By default, when you connect the half cell where the concentration of the metal ions is higher, that half cell will be acting as the cathode. Okay, the half cell where the electrolyte concentration is lower will be acting as the anode compartment. Okay, as you know, it is same that electrons flow from the anode and the cathode, and out of the two concentrations, one of the concentration higher will be higher, and that compartment will be acting as a cathode. Okay, so now this is a concentration cell. Okay, for a definition, concentration cell is a cell where the same metal is same metal is taken as anode and as cathode. So same electrolyte is taken, but their concentration in the two compartments are different. Okay, by default, the cell will consider the compartment where the electrolyte concentration is higher will be acting as the cathode. Okay, the other one will be the anode, and the electrons flow from the anode to cathode. Okay, so there these two cells are also connected by salt bridge. Okay, so now summing up, the it is a galvanic cell, the same electrode and same electrolytes are used. The concentration, but the concentration of the electrolytes are different. Okay, cathode electrolyte concentration, by for convenience, let us take the concentration of the anode electrolyte as C1 and the cathode electrolyte concentration as C2. So C2 will be higher than, I mean, whatever, whichever is higher, that will be the cathode compartment. Okay, so now uh, let us write the non-stick. I mean, let us first write the reactions taking place when the cell is functioning, and then derive the Nernst equation for a electrolytic concentration cell. Okay, so now the reactions at the anode half cell is, as you know, at the anode oxidation takes place. Now M subscript A is just a reference to tell that it is the metal acting as the anode. Okay, that undergoes oxidation to give metal ions and see metal ions and n electrons. Okay, so now for convenience, we are taking the concentration of the metal ions at the anode compartment as C1. Okay, now the reaction at the cathode compartment, metal ions will be present in the solution. For convenience, the concentration of the metal ions at the cathode compartment is considered as denoted as C2. Okay, C is just to make a difference that it is the metal acting as cathode. Okay, so the metal ions go near the electrode, accept the electron which is coming from the anode compartment, and then get reduced as metal. Okay, now the overall reaction, net cell reaction, is n electrons will be cancelled. Okay, now we are using the same metal as anode and the cathode. Okay, therefore this metal and this metal is the same, right? Therefore that also will get cancelled. So remaining net cell reaction remaining is mn plus of C2 concentration getting converted into mn plus of C1 concentration. That means the cell will function until C2 is equal to C1. That means the concentration of metal ions at the both the compartment is the same. Okay, writing the cell representation. As you know, the cell representation, there will be a salt bridge, and first part is the anode part, second part is the cathode part. In the first part, let us see what is the reaction, what is the representation. As you know, the cell representation itself gives the reaction. So cell representation is at the anode compartment, metal is getting converted into metal ions of C1 concentration. At the cathode compartment, metal ions of C2 concentration is getting converted into metal, is getting deposited as metal. So the cell representation is metal getting converted into metal ions of C1 concentration, that is in the solution state. At the same time, from the solution, Mn plus of C2 concentration, from there it gets deposited as metal. Okay, so this is the cell representation, and there is a presence of a salt bridge. Okay, so this is a cell representation. Now let us derive the Nernst equation. Now let us write the Nernst equation for anode and the cathode separately, considering it as single electrode. Okay, first writing the electrode Nernst equation for the single electrode, that is acting as anode. We have the Nernst equation, E of metal is equal to E naught of metal plus 0.0591 divided by n log of metal ion concentration. Therefore metal ion concentration at the anode compartment we have considered as C1. Therefore directly I have written as C1. Okay, for convenience I am considering standard temperature. If the temperature is other than standard temperature, then you will have to write 2.303 RT by NF. For convenience, for explanation purpose, I am considering as standard temperature. At the end we will write again as 2.303. Okay, so this is the Nernst equation for anode, metal acting as anode. Similarly, the metal acting as cathode, the Nernst equation is again E naught of metal plus 0.0591 divided by n log of C2, because we are now writing the Nernst equation for cathode compartment, wherein the concentration of metal ions is C2. Okay, so the Nernst equation for a single electrode, whether it is an anode or cathode, the general reaction is the same. Okay, only the concentration is different. Okay, now let us write the Nernst equation for the cell. We know that E cell is equal to E cathode minus E anode, that is the potential of cathode minus potential of anode. Okay, now this is the potential of cathode and this is the potential of anode. Okay, so substituting that, we have this E naught m plus 0.0591 divided by n log of C2 minus the anode, that is this one. Okay, now we know that this and this will get cancelled because we are using the same metal. So standard reduction potential of a metal is fixed. Since same metal is there, it will be the same. Okay, so this is plus and this is minus, it will get cancelled. Okay, remaining, if you rearrange, we have 0.0591 divided by n log of C2 minus log of C1. So rearranging, we have E cell is equal to 0.0591 by n log of C2 by C1. Okay, this says that the cell reaction is that is E cell is positive only if C2 is greater than 1. I mean C1. Okay, if C2 is greater than C1, the whole value will be positive, and if it is positive, then E cell, if E cell is positive, then it is a spontaneous reaction. Okay, so That is a Nernst equation for a concentration cell. Okay. Now E cell, again it is written 0.0591 divided by n log of C2 by C1. C2 is greater than C1, or whatever is higher, that will be in the cathode. Okay, that will be in the numerator. Okay, or we have a log ions at the cathode divided by ions at the anode. Concentration of the ions at cathode divided by concentration of ions at the anode. Whatever is higher concentration, that is cathode. The cell by default rearranges itself such that the higher concentration compartment will be the cathode compartment. Okay, so that is higher concentration by lower concentration. Okay, so suppose, I mean, the cell will function until C2 becomes equal to C1. Once C1 is equal to C2 or C2 is equal to C1, it will get cancelled. Log of 1 will be 0, E cell will be 0. That means the cell is in equilibrium. Okay. If C2 is greater than C1, only then E cell will be positive, and only then the reaction is spontaneous. Okay. The other way is non-spontaneous reaction. Okay. Now, as the C2 by C1 ratio changes, the cell potential also changes. That is, the potential of the cell is proportional to the change in the concentration of concentration of ions at cathode and anode. Okay. Now you have university question papers. Now on this what we have topic, what we have covered, the topic what we have covered, the one of the common question that is appeared in all question paper is define concentration cell. So define concentration cell. Cell is a concentration cell is a cell wherein the same metal is taken as anode and as cathode, same electrolyte is taken, but their concentration at the different compartments or different half cells are different. Okay, then derive the Nernst equation for a concentration cell. That is what we have derived now. And the second question is the numerical problems. Okay, then these two will appear in the question paper. Okay, so next is I am discussing on the problems. Let us now solve this problem. The first problem is a concentration cell was constructed by taking two silver electrodes in 0.05 molar and 1 molar silver nitrate. Okay, write the cell representation, cell reactions, and calculate the EMF of the cell. Okay, now as you know, the Nernst equation, the cell representation will be there is silver electrode, so the metal chosen as electrode is silver. Now in the two compartments there is anode and the cathode, and the same electrolyte silver nitrate itself is taken, but their concentration are different, see 0.05 molar and 1 molar. And as we have discussed, the half cell where the metal ion concentration is higher will be the cathode compartment, and the lower will be the anode compartment. And in the cell representation, always the first part is anode. Therefore, cell representation is Ag bar or Ag getting converted into Ag plus. AgNO3 is the solution taken, electrolyte taken. NO3 is NO3 minus. The oxidation state of silver will therefore be +1. NO3 minus 1. Overall, it is 0 because a substance or a compound does not have any charge. Okay, if this is minus, this has to be plus, and there it has to get cancelled. Therefore NO3 minus 1, therefore Ag is +1. +1 means 1 electron is taking part. Okay, so Ag getting converted into Ag plus of 0.05 molar salt bridge, Ag plus of 1 molar, higher concentration is cathode, right? Divide slash Ag. This is the cell representation. Okay, now writing the what cell reactions. Now for convenience we are taking higher concentration as C2 and lower concentration as C1. Okay, cell reaction is at the anode compartment, Ag is getting converted into Ag plus of 0.05 molar plus 1 electron, because 1 electron is lost. And at the cathode is Ag plus of 1 molar is getting converted into Ag. There is +1 means there is a need of 1 electron. That 1 electron is added, therefore it gets reduced as Ag. Okay, so the overall cell reaction is Ag of 1 molar getting converted into Ag plus, they both will become, the cell reaction will continue until 1 molar and 0.01 molar becomes equal. Okay, so the Nernst equation for the cell is, see in the problem there is no temperature given, therefore directly you can consider as standard temperature. The formula is 0.0591 divided by n log of C2 by C1. 0.0591 is constant, divide by n. Ag plus means you have n is equal to 1, then a higher constant, C2 is higher, cathode will be 1 molar, anode will be 0.05 molar. Substituting all that, we have the E cell as 0.0768 volt. Okay, so this is the answer for the first problem. Okay, the second one problem is a cell representation is given. Tin ion of 0.024 molar, salt bridge, tin ion 0.064 molar bar tin. This is a cell representation. Okay, now this cell develops an EMF of 0.0126 volt at 25 degrees. 25 degrees means standard temperature. Calculate the valency of tin. Okay, now we know the what E cell of this cell. Okay, now writing the formula, the Nernst equation, we have E cell is equal to 0.0591 because 25 degrees is standard temperature. 0.0591 divided by n log of C2 by C1. Okay, E cell is given 0.0126. We need to find out n because C2 is also given. C2 is higher concentration and lower concentration C1 is also given. We only thing is we have to find out the value of n. Okay, so E cell is given, C2 is given, C1 is given, n we have to find out. Okay, so find out, rearrange and find out the value of n. Okay, so the only thing is you need to find out the value of n. We'll get the answer as 1.99, which we can approximately round off to 2. Therefore, the n value is 2. Okay, so valency of tin is 2. That means tin is Sn2 plus. Then you can also write the cell representation as tin bar Sn bar Sn2 plus of this concentration salt bridge, Sn2 plus of this concentration bar tin Sn. Okay, so that is a cell representation. Now the third problem is, see the EMF of the cell, where this is a cell representation. It is a cadmium cell, cadmium concentration cell, cadmium bar cadmium 2 plus of 0.093 molar salt bridge, cadmium 2 plus of X molar bar CD. Okay, so cell EMF of the cell is given, 0.086 is given, again 25 degrees standard temperature. We need to find out the concentration of X, that is in the cathode compartment. Okay, we have the Nernst equation, 0.0591 divided by n log of C2 by C1. C2 is cathode concentration, C1 is anode concentration, that is ions at anode concentration. And by the cell representation itself, it is shown that we need to find out the concentration of cathode compartment, ions at the cathode compartment. And by default, it is understood that the concentration of cadmium ions at the cathode should be greater than the anode. Whatever 0.093 is given, it should be greater, because only if it is whichever is greater, that is the cathode compartment. Okay, so E cell is equal to 0.086. This is given in the problem. C2 is what we have to find out. C1 is given. N is equal to 2. 2 plus means n is equal to 2. We need to find out. Again, substitute everything, rearrange and find out the value of X. Okay, so X antilog of this one. So we need to get the answer. Okay, the answer is 7.55. The unit is molar. Okay, so that is the second problem. Third one. Now the fourth type of problem. Okay, now the metal and the concentration given in the problem may differ, but the type is the same. Okay, the two copper electrodes are dipped in copper sulfate solution. Okay, concentration of cupric ion in one half cell is 100 times more than concentrated than the other. Write the cell representation and calculate the cell potential at 300 K. Okay, now two copper electrodes means, the moment two copper electrodes means it is a concentration cell. The electrolyte is copper sulfate. Now the concentration of copper ions is in one half cell is 100 times more than the other. So if one compartment, the concentration of copper sulfate is 1 molar, in the other copper half cell the concentration is 100 molar. Okay, and by default 100 molar copper sulfate solution, that compartment is the cathode. Okay, now you have to write the Nernst equation, cell representation, and then calculate the E cell at 300 Kelvin. See here, the temperature is not 298, it is 300. So first one is we need to find out, okay, concentration of ions in the cathode half cell is always higher. Therefore, if C1 is X, C2 will be 100X. Okay, so cell representation is copper 2 plus the concentration, lower concentration X bar copper 2 plus 100X bar copper. Okay, C2 by C1 will be 100 by 100X by 100, X6 will be cancelled, so therefore it will be 100. Okay, so temperature is given as 300 Kelvin. So for the the equation, Nernst equation will be, formula will be E cell is equal to 2.303 RT by NF log of 100. Okay, we know 2.303 R. What is the value of R? R we have 8.314. Temperature is 300. F is 96,500. Substitute that, the value of N is 2 because copper sulfate is given. Sulfate is SO4 2 minus. Therefore, copper should be 2 plus. Only then overall it will be 0. Okay, so N value is 2. Okay, substituting all that, that is 2.303 into 8.314 into 300 divided by 2 into 96,500 log of 100. We will get the answer. Only substitution is there, and the final answer, please write, put it in the comment box. In the next video I will share the answers. Okay, so next the problem is, next type of problem. See, first type of problem is a direct problem where we find out the E cell. There are also different metals, different concentration may be given. The second type of problem is one of the concentration is not given. Okay, either it may be anode concentration is not given, cathode concentration is not given, whatever, you need to find out of the concentration which is not given. Okay, in that type of questions E cell will be given. The other one is to find out the valency, N value. Okay, next is like one concentration at one compartment will be 100 times higher than the other, or 5 times higher than the other, or like that. Okay, so that is a fourth type of. Now the next type of problem is two copper electrode are placed in copper sulfate solutions of equal concentration and constructed a galvanic cell. What will be the cell potential if one of the solution is diluted to 1/5 of the original value? Okay, so two copper rods are placed in copper sulfate solution of equal concentration and constructed the cell. The first question is, what will be the cell potential? It means that two copper rods, same electrodes dipped in copper sulfate solution, same electrolyte, and the concentration is also same, that is C2 is also equal to C1. Then what will be the cell potential? Cell potential is 0 because C2 is equal to C1. Okay, that is the first part. The second part is, what will be the cell voltage if one of the solution is diluted to 1/5 of its original value? Okay, so that means if one of the concentration is taken as Z, the other concentration will be 1/5, that is Z by 5. Okay, so that means 5 times it is lesser than the other one. Okay, now that means if you take Z, then that means you have to take Z as what, cathode, because 5 times lesser, smaller, lower concentration will be anode. Okay, so obviously it will be anode. Okay, so now C2 is Z, C1 is Z by 5, N is equal to 2 because copper sulfate is given, Cu2 plus N is equal to 2. Okay, substituting all this, we will get the answer. Again, this answer please write to verify. I will be sharing the answer in my next video. Okay, so that is all the type of problems that we have in the concentration cell. And the next video I will be discussing on the what uh, reference electrodes and types of reference electrodes, glass electrodes, all that. Okay. So thank you.